Hey kids, Dad here again. This is some advice that I learned in college, and I'm going to tell you a story about it. So I was a senior. I wish that I had this advice when I was younger. That's part of the reason I'm making these videos. I was a senior in college. I went to IU, Indiana University, so go Hoosiers. And I was in a class. It was a media communications class. And class had started. And my teacher came out. And people were still trickling in. And he waited and he waited. And then when he saw the last person came in, he waited till everyone was sitting down. And he said, okay, I want everybody here to listen up. Good habits are like wings, and they'll help you fly. When times are hard, you can rely on your good habits. Bad habits are like chains, and they will bring you down. So a good habit, I want you guys all to remember that be here on time. Being on time is a good habit. Because he was mad. People were trickling in. He couldn't get his class started, and people weren't ready to pay attention. So I was like, man, good habits are like wings, and bad habits are like chains. Connor, I was reading you a story 2 nights ago, and we were talking about habits, and you brought one up, and you're like, well, is it a good habit or a bad habit? Now, first of all, I was impressed that you even knew that. You're not even 5 yet, or even to ask that question. But my analogy to you was the same thing what my teacher told me. I said, well, I told you if it was a good habit or not, and then I said, just know, son, that good habits are like, I said, little angel wings, and they will be there to lift you up and help you succeed in life. And I said, bad habits are like chains, and they'll bring you down. And I referenced Mickey's Christmas Carol. If you guys have ever seen that, if you remember that cartoon with Mickey, and then there's Ebenezer Scrooge was played by Donald Duck, and then his partner Marley was played by Goofy. And Marley's coming up with all these chains, and he can barely get up the stairs. That was the analogy I gave you that night. I was like, bad habits are like chains, like Bob Marley had in A Christmas Carol. So I want you to remember that. Develop good habits and get rid of the bad habits. We don't need chains. You don't want to be dragged down by having any of these chains. You want to give yourself every advantage that you can to live a great life. Good habits would include having a good, solid sleep routine. You'll see sleep can dictate tons of things in your life. So it's important to have a good sleep routine. It's important to have a good morning routine, okay? Developing good manners, taking care of yourself, your body, eating healthy, exercising, staying active, reading and learning, always trying to learn. And you'll figure those out as you get older, both of you. What works for you may not work for someone else, but just be conscious of your habits. If you make sure that they're good, and if you realize something's not going well in your life, take a look at your habits. Most of what we do is habitual, meaning your mind doesn't even think about it. You do it automatically. Like you'll brush your teeth the same way, you go to the bathroom the same way, you shower the same way every day. But there will be some that drag you down. We all have them. But be conscious of them and work on them and make sure that you have more good habits than bad. I hope you like this one. I love you both, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.